The Zeltharian Concordat had ruled 17 star systems for 8,000 years. Their technology was ancient when humanity first discovered fire. Their fleets controlled trade routes across half the galaxy. They had subjugated 43 species through a combination of overwhelming force and carefully calculated intimidation. When they encountered Earth, they assumed it would be number 44. Ambassador Lu Wei stood in the Concordat's Grand Council chamber, facing High Prelate Zatheron and his advisors. The Zeltharians towered over her, their crystalline forms refracting light in patterns meant to inspire awe and submission. Earth will submit to Concordat authority, Zatheron declared. Your system will provide resources. Your people will provide labor. Resistance is illogical. We have destroyed civilizations far older than yours. Lu's expression remained neutral. And we politely decline. Earth is interested in diplomatic relations, trade agreements, and mutual cooperation. We are not interested in subjugation. Zatheron's crystalline face pulsed with colors that translated to amusement. You misunderstand. This is not a negotiation. We are informing you of reality. And I'm informing you, Lu replied calmly, that you should reconsider. The Zeltharians had encountered defiance before. It never lasted long. Phase 1 began with demonstrations of power. A Concordat fleet appeared in Earth's orbit, weapons powered but not firing. The message was clear: surrender or face destruction. Earth's response surprised them. Humanity didn't panic. Instead, every major nation broadcast the same message: we note your presence. You have 72 hours to depart our system peacefully. Zatheron found this hilarious. He ordered the fleet to destroy a small mining station on Mars as a demonstration. The attack never landed. Earth's defensive grid, technology the Zeltharians hadn't known existed, intercepted every weapon. Then, with surgical precision, human ships disabled 3 Concordat vessels without destroying them, sending them drifting but intact. A warning, Earth's Unified Defense Command transmitted. Leave now. The Concordat escalated. They always did. More ships arrived. Economic sanctions hit Earth's trading partners. Political pressure mounted. The Zeltharians had perfected this strategy over millennia: isolate, intimidate, invade. Humanity's response was different than anything the Concordat had faced. Earth didn't just resist. They adapted. Human engineers reverse-engineered Zeltharian technology from the disabled ships within weeks. Human diplomats systematically contacted every species under Concordat control, offering alternative trade agreements and defensive pacts. Human intelligence networks mapped every Concordat military installation across 17 systems. And humanity waited. They're stalling, Zatheron's military advisor reported. Building strength while appearing peaceful. Then we crush them now, the High Prelate decided. Full invasion. Make an example that will last millennia. The Concordat committed 80% of their military forces to the Earth campaign. It was overwhelming power, enough to crack planets, boil oceans, reduce civilizations to atomic dust. They entered Earth's solar system in formation, weapons charged, shields at maximum. And found themselves surrounded. Human ships appeared from every vector, not dozens, not hundreds, but thousands. Humanity had spent 6 months mass-producing vessels using automated construction facilities in the asteroid belt. Every ship was equipped with adapted Zeltharian technology, improved by human innovation. This is impossible, Zatheron whispered. No species builds this fast. You've never fought a species that evolved by competing with itself, Admiral Zhang replied over open channels. We've been building fleets and fighting wars for our entire history. You picked the wrong planet to intimidate. The battle lasted 4 hours. The Concordat's ancient tactics met humanity's adaptive warfare. Every formation they'd used successfully for millennia was countered. Every weapon system was neutralized. The Zeltharians fought with the arrogance of 8,000 years of dominance. Humanity fought with 8,000 years of practice at fighting each other. When the Concordat fleet retreated, they'd lost 60% of their forces. Earth had sustained minimal casualties. But humanity didn't stop there. Within a year, every species under Concordat control had received Earth's offer: defensive technology, fair trade agreements, and military support in exchange for cooperation. One by one, the subjugated worlds declared independence. The Zeltharians sent their remaining fleets to restore order. They found human advisors and defensive systems waiting at every target. Each confrontation ended the same way: Concordat forces repelled, sometimes destroyed, always humiliated. 5 years after first contact, the Concordat collapsed. 8,000 years of dominance ended not in a single climactic battle, but in a systematic dismantling of everything they'd built. Zatharon, stripped of his authority, stood before a galactic council hearing. The chamber was filled with representatives from former Concordat territories, including Ambassador Lu. "How?" he asked simply. "We had technology, experience, power. How did you defeat 8 millennia of supremacy?" Lu's smile was cold. "You assumed patience meant weakness. You mistook diplomacy for cowardice. You thought because we offered peace, we couldn't wage war." She leaned forward. "The truth is simpler: we didn't want to fight you. But once you made it necessary, we were very, very good at it." She stood to leave, then paused. "There's an old Earth saying you should have learned: beware the fury of a patient person. You tested our patience. You found out what happens when it runs out." The Zeltharian Concordat became a historical footnote, a cautionary tale taught in diplomatic academies across the galaxy. The advanced race that mistook humanity's preference for peace as an inability to wage war. They learned too late: humans don't start fights. But they finish them.